For the soldiers and Marines fighting on the front lines in Vietnam, the comforts of home could not have been farther away. But throughout the war, angels in blue appear from the sky.
They uplifted the morale of the men.
A group of courageous women, the likes of whom you've never heard about.
They did something wonderful.
Young women signing up to serve smiles in a war zone.
It really was quite remarkable.
627 volunteers with the Red Cross put their lives on the line to spend a year in the war-torn country.
They would interact with the GIs and they would bring them a touch of home, just letting them know someone cared about them.
Libbie Hegvik is an authority on the group known as the Donut Dollies.
I don't think many people know who the Donut Dollies are. The veterans who interacted with them definitely do.
The women with the funny nickname helped the troops escape the horrors of war for a short while by organizing games, playing music, and simply lending an ear.
But these women who were not there for any kind of political reason, they were literally there to show them someone cared and uplift their morale. And it worked. It helped many.
The Donut Dollies find themselves in harm's way almost daily.
Like I said, they came under rocket attacks. They came under sniper fire. 3 Donut Dollies did die during their time in Vietnam.
You know, why these women did it is just beyond me.
Vietnam veteran helicopter pilot Rick Curtin remembers flying the Donut Dollies to their missions into hazardous hotspots.
I'm sure some of these women were in helicopters that had to make emergency landings, if not crash landings.
The New York native still admires the women's bravery more than a half-century later.
You had probably 2 million guys in rear areas who didn't experience as much danger as these 627 women experienced in their 1 year.
They found each other and they're still in love to this day, 55 years later.
For Libbie Hegvik,
They are so in love.
the story of the Donut Dollies is personal.
That is a picture of my mom as a Donut Dolly on a helicopter.
Libbie's parents met and fell in love as war raged around them.
It's a picture of my parents, right around the time Dad was a pilot and Mom was a Donut Dolly.
50 years after their service, the Donut Dollies are stepping out from the shadows and into the spotlight.
Let's go back to the beginning. Yeah, just her S kind of sounded like it was abruptly coming in, but
Libbie, a producer with Tilt in Richmond, is the driving force behind a new documentary detailing the story of these forgotten women.
she was great. She was so fabulous.
Libbie's motivation behind the film?
My mom was rejected a seat on an honor flight because she's not considered a military veteran.
Bravery, it's unquestioned.
Veteran Rick Curtin doesn't mince words when describing the contributions of the Donut Dollies.
To me, these women are not Vietnam-era veterans. They are Vietnam War veterans.
The nurses took care of the ill, the sick, the injured, and the Donut Dollies took care of the psychological and the physical needs of the healthy.
It's incredible that this is coming to life now, and I'm just so thrilled. I kind of can't believe it.
Libbie wants the world to know about the sacrifices of this band of sisters.
It was a really dangerous place to be, and it wasn't for the faint of heart. And these women were brave, strong women that just wanted to make a difference.
The Donut Dollies, volunteers who went to war to serve up smiles and a slice of home far from it.
I hope that these women really do get their moment, their day, and that people recognize, wow, that they did something, and they did something special.
For I Have a Story.
They made a big difference. They really did.
I'm Greg McQuaid, CBS 6 News.
Well-deserved recognition.
Yeah, when you think of going into a war zone like that, war veterans, absolutely.
Yeah, and this documentary, The Donut Dollies, 627 Women Who Also Served in Vietnam, will premiere at the Virginia War Memorial, and that's going to be Friday, March 21st at noon. There will be a question and answer session with the film's producer, Libbie Hegvik, following the film. Now, what's interesting, too, is I wasn't expecting her to say that her parents met there.
Well, and the fact that she's perhaps motivated by doing something for her mom, it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's what a labor of love, the family personal story.